The dollar bill was not designed to be money. The dollar bill was designed to be an IOU. Every single time you see prices go up at the store or the spot price of silver go up on Kitco, it means that the dollar bill is going down. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. Today I want to talk about silver versus inflation, some of my thoughts, some of my opinions, and more importantly, some of the facts. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk about inflation. I want to talk about how the dollar bill has been and will continue to get weaker and weaker and weaker over time, and they will be losing even more purchasing power moving forward, and how I believe, and I'm speculating when I say this, but I believe the value of silver will go up. And also, before I even get into that, I just wanted to quickly mention that a couple weeks ago, many of you know that I did 2 giveaways, one right here on YouTube. Dal G was the winner. I also did one in the VIP club. Rusty was the winner of that one. Dal G and Rusty, both of your prizes were picked up yesterday and were shipped out this morning, and the estimated delivery this Saturday, so keep your eyes peeled. Congratulations again. And by the way, everybody watching this right now, I will be doing a December giveaway in the VIP club, and this one's going to be bigger than the last one. The only thing you have to do if you want to be entered into the giveaway is to join the VIP club before December 1st. That's it. That's all. Link in the description. Now, back to the silver, the dollars, the money, the fiat, and inflation. I was thinking about it earlier today, and I thought that this was a pretty interesting concept. I thought it would make for a pretty good video. I do not know if everyone's going to understand it 100%. You really have to think and study the trends, the charts, the numbers for yourself. But hopefully this video will be able to paint a picture for maybe the brand new person who just started stacking, help them understand a little bit. So I wanted to talk about how silver, a lot of people say that it's going to skyrocket out of nowhere. A lot of people say that it's going to double, triple, quadruple in value in the blink of an eye. I personally do not think that's going to be the case. I believe it's going to be a slow, steady, gradual rise. I think it's going to have its ups and downs on the way up. From my perspective, when I look at the charts, I see more of an upward trajectory. It's essentially the polar opposite of the health and well-being of the dollar bill. I think the dollar bill has its ups and downs as well on the way down. From my perspective, I see more of a downward trajectory. It's polar opposites. And a lot of people have noticed that when the dollar bill goes down in value, silver typically goes up in value. And I want to explain how that works, and I want to explain a couple of things. I'm going to be using some arbitrary numbers, and I'm also going to be doing a little bit of math today, so try to stick with me. See, when it comes to the dollar bill, anyone will be able to tell you that what $20 can buy you today at the store, whether it be food, whether it be supplies, whether it be equipment, back in the day, you would have been able to get that same exact amount of food, supplies, or equipment for only $5. Now, why is this the case? To put it simply, the more dollar bills that they print, the weaker they become. There are more in the world, more in the country, more that exist. They become weaker and weaker and weaker, more brittle. I don't believe it's going to completely collapse any moment now. I think the dollar bill still has a little bit of a ways to go, or at least I hope to God that that's the case. I do not want to see a complete and total collapse of the dollar bill. but I think it's probably inevitable. And the funny thing is, when it comes to dollar bills, is these weren't originally designed to be money. The dollar bill was not designed to be money. The dollar bill was designed to be an IOU, which is why I always refer to the dollar bills as piece of paper glorified IOU fiat dollars. It's not actual money. It's used as money, but it's currency, it's fiat. It's not actually real. It has no intrinsic value. At this point, it's backed by absolutely nothing, but maybe debt. But other than that, that's the dollar bill. And the more they print, the weaker they get. So back in the day, $5 would have bought you the same amount of stuff that it now takes $20 to buy today. So what does this mean moving forward? Does it mean that what you can buy for $20 today will eventually cost $50 one day in the future? Unfortunately, probably so. And by the time that happens, minimum wage is going to be $35. Renting a one-bedroom apartment is going to be $4,500, and it would cost you about $300 to fill up your car at the gas station, I would assume. I'm just using arbitrary numbers. But the point I'm trying to get across is the weaker the dollar bill gets, the less you can buy with those dollar bills. And what do we see happen when prices go up? And it's not actual prices going up, by the way. It's the dollar going down. Every single time you see prices go up at the store or the spot price of silver go up on Kitco, it means that the dollar bill is going down. Now, as I said earlier, I think the dollar bill can bounce back from time to time. There are times where the dollar bill strengthens in certain areas or recovers after taking quite a bit of damage and punishment. I do believe that that's the case. And when we see a healthy economy, the dollar bill is, I don't want to say completely stable, completely consistent, but it seems to be doing okay for the time being. During economic uncertainty and financial hardships, when a lot more printing gets done, that's when we see the dollar bills get weaker and weaker and weaker. When that happens, we see silver get stronger and stronger and stronger. And by the way, it's not just silver, it's also gold. But when it comes to silver, I have a little bit of a hypothetical, arbitrary, mathematical equation or example that I would like to share with you. Let's just say you could pick up a troy ounce of silver for $20. I'm just using a solid number. This time last year, we were able to pick up a troy ounce of silver for about $20. Nowadays, that's not really the case. But let's just say it takes $20 to pick up 1 troy ounce of silver. It's a mere conversion. You trade your $20 glorified IOU dollar for 1 troy ounce of silver. If you were to do that today, what could you do tomorrow? You could trade this 1 troy ounce silver coin back for $20 worth of fiat. That would be a very short-term thing to do, and not many people do that. However, it gives many of us, I speak for a lot of us when I say this, it gives us a sense of safety in a way. We know and sleep well at night knowing that the silver and the gold, it's there for us if we absolutely needed it. If we had to liquidate, it might not be the greatest or the wisest or the most opportunistic time to trade our silver back for dollars. But if we absolutely needed to do so, at least we know that we can. But anyway, short-term thinking aside, sure, you could trade the troy ounce of silver back for about $20. But what if you were to wait it out several years, several decades, when inflation does what inflation does, which is take its toll on the dollar bill, take its toll on our fiat, take its toll on our currency? What if you hold on to the silver for the long term, and as the dollar bill gets weaker and weaker and weaker, let's just say the spot price is no longer $20, or in today's day and age, closer to $25. What happens if the spot price goes all the way up to $50? Again, by the way, silver's already gone to $50. What if that were to happen? You could, if you needed to or if you wanted to, trade your 1 troy ounce piece of silver for $50 worth of fiat. Now, I'm not saying this in the sense that, oh, you made profit, you made $30. That's not what I'm referring to. But if you were to convert your silver back into dollars, now worth 50, what does that mean? It means you probably did a pretty good job keeping up with inflation, because if the spot price were to go all the way up to $50 and stay up around $50, that would probably mean that the dollar bill has taken even more punishment. So if you were to trade your 1 ounce of silver for a $50 bill, you can take the $50 bill and probably buy the same amount of food, supplies, or equipment that $20 would have been able to buy you before you made the $20 to 1 troy ounce silver conversion several years in the past. Now, one might say, that's a lot of extra steps just to keep up with inflation. What were to happen if I just didn't trade any of my dollars for any silver at all? If that were your decision, and we took silver completely out of the equation, you wouldn't have a physical asset that went from $20 to $50. This $50 wouldn't exist for you. You'd still be hanging on to the $20 bill. And what could you get with this $20 bill? Only a fraction of what the $50 bill would get you. See, the currency stayed the same. It's still a $20 bill. Years and years in the past, instead of trading a $20 bill for a troy ounce of silver, you just hung on to it. You could do that if you want. I think cash is crucial to have on hand, at least a little bit. But if you were to hang on to the cash for the long term, it would only be able to get you 2/5 of what the food, the supplies, the equipment cost now. If that makes sense. See, the $20 bill, it's still right here, but the prices went up. Your dollar bill didn't go up. The $20 didn't magically turn into a $50 bill. It stayed the same. It still has the same number that was printed on it years and years and years and years and years ago in the past. But the prices at the store have gone up. That's what people mean when they say that they want to use their silver as a hedge against inflation. I don't know a whole lot of people who are looking to heavily profit off of their silver. I don't know a lot of people who are expecting to, quote unquote, get rich off of their silver. I think if you've been stacking for at least a couple of weeks, at least a couple of months, you're probably on the same page, or at least in the same book as many of us who are stacking for the long term. And you probably view it as wealth preservation, not necessarily an investment per se, but something to protect you financially. Now, as I said in the beginning, silver, speculation, gold typically does a better job holding its value. Gold is a little bit more stable. Silver, it's kind of all over the place sometimes. The volatility of silver, it's up and down and up and down. But like I said, from my perspective, more so up. And you can look at the charts, you can look at the graphs. Someone can say, oh yeah, but it went to $50 and today it's like $24, $25. Yeah, but it was only $50 for a very short while. It did not stably climb to $50. Anything that goes up that quickly can fall just as fast. Keep that in mind when people talk about other things that you can convert your dollars into, or other things you can buy, or things that you can try to invest in. Keep that in mind. Things that go up that quickly can fall down just as fast. And I would actually prefer lower reward that comes along with lower risk. That's just me. I'm a low risk, low reward kind of guy. I'm not stacking the silver trying to get rich. I'm not stacking the silver trying to cash out, pay those capital gains taxes, and roll around in the paper dollar bills of what's left over. That's not why I'm stacking it. I'm stacking it to protect myself financially in the event of economic uncertainty, in the event of financial hardships, whether it be on a micro level. Maybe you get laid off of work or you get hurt on the job and now you're on temporary disability, or you have medical bills to pay, or you gotta pay for car repairs. That's what I mean by micro, something that's anecdotal, something that's happening to just you or to just me or just a small group of people. Or it could be something on the macro. And by that I mean massive inflation over time, or maybe 2020 happens and 40 plus million people have to make unemployment claims because all their jobs got shut down, because the entire economy got shut down, because the entire planet practically got shut down. That's what I mean by macro. Macro is everyone, micro is just me or just you or just us or just him or just her. So I hope this video wasn't too confusing. I hope this video was able to help someone in some way understand how silver could potentially protect us against inflation. But before you make any decisions, I encourage everyone, if you haven't already started stacking silver, make sure you do some research on your own. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a guy with a camera. This is not financial advice. Everything I say in my videos and on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, and it's to initiate a conversation, to spark a discussion. I believe that's the best way we can learn. Teaching one another and learning from one another, bouncing ideas off of one another. I think that's the best way to learn. In my opinion and from my perspective, I personally believe that the silver will help keep me financially safe. But I'm very curious, everybody watching this video right now, what are your thoughts when it comes to inflation versus the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms. Not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm actually going to be going live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a bunch of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know if you are stacking the silver for wealth preservation purposes and you are using and utilizing silver as a tool, as a hedge against inflation. And if my example that I gave in today's video regarding trading $20 for a troy ounce of silver. And as the spot price continues to climb and the value of the dollar bill continues to fall, we may see $50 silver again, but this time around it might be stably sitting at or around $50, in which case I believe the dollar bill will have gotten almost pummeled into the ground at that point, and $50 will probably be able to get you what $20 would have been able to get you before silver started to take off and before the dollar bill started to fall down the way that it did. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.